All right, so it's getting to be towards late o'clock at night. Kids are in bed. Um, this is President's Day weekend, Monday night, and I'm gonna have to stay in the house with the kids tomorrow because they're sick and the babysitters are sick. So I've got to get a lot of packaging done tonight. So there's 45 for eBay, and let me pull up Poshmark. And 5 more for Poshmark, so I have 50 packages to work on. Let me show you a little bit of what we're doing. I believe this task is going to require the consumption of this Valentine's half-price clearance candy that I purchased for myself.
I did pick that up.
And enjoying some reseller YouTube channels while I work. So I've printed off all my sales and written down what box or shelf or drawer I need to go to find each item. And then I wrote down my Poshmark sales at the end and where to find those. So I'm going to go pull. So here are the items that are more hard goods that I'm sending out. First I have this ping pong paddle. And we got these at a very large community yard sale that we went to back at the end of September. And we actually bought 2 of these for $7. And I already sold the other one quite a while ago. This one sold for $44. And then the buyer had to pay tax. And then next we have this cool visor. And that we got at the bins, so probably about 50 cents, and the buyer paid $20 free ship on that. Okay, we have these mugs here. I'm not sure what's special about these, but we got them at a liquidation store for $3, and I think I bought 4 boxes of them, and this is the 3rd one that has sold. But it's been a long time since we sold those other 2. And this one we sold for $38 and free shipping. Let's see. Next is, let's see, some body butter, body cream. I'm thinking this came from Marshall's yellow tag sale maybe over the summer. But the buyer paid $22 plus shipping for the 2 of these. Okay, and then we have this tea. And I'm in each packet for 12 cents. I sold the whole set together for $10 free ship. So not making a lot on that, but it's just time for it to go. Wasn't getting a lot of interest in it. Now this here is a set of stamps. It's a commemorative stamp book with postage in it from 1984. I have had this for years. I'm talking like 5 years. We bought at a flea market or something like that a lot of these stamp books, and I think they were maybe a couple of dollars a piece. We bought a whole bunch of them. We're like, well, there's more value in stamps in there than that. Quite a bit, actually. So when somebody finally offered me, I actually know they just right out bought it, $23.85. I could not believe it. I think this might be the oldest item in my store. And there are some more stamp books that I have for sale. But we are shipping that out finally. Let's see. I have a list here in front of me, so I'm going in order of my list of when it's sold. So this is a Betsy Johnson clutch, and it's brand new with tags, and I got it at a local consignment store just a couple of weeks ago, and not a huge profit on this. Sold it for $24 free shipping. I paid $5, but I'll probably come out with about $10 in my pocket from that. I just made a mess. Let's see here. Next on my list well, these lovely things that you've been looking at. I sold a whole big lot of these, and I didn't realize I had one more. This one sold for $13.90. I don't think they make these anymore. They're bladder supports. And I sold the lot of them almost immediately after listing them, and I just found that I had this one the other day and went ahead and listed it. I have this Resident Evil PlayStation game. I bought a whole lot of games. Sold off most of them already, and this one had been sitting at $18, so I sent out an offer of $16, and somebody took that. This film, I don't even remember when I bought it. Not film. Is it film? It's ink. I just buy ink all the time when I find it for cheap. So it sold for $14.50, free shipping. And then this bag here, it's a woven, kind of a blanket bag, and it sold for $24 plus shipping, so the buyer's all in, tax and all at $31.46. Looks like something you would buy if you were to travel to Mexico or somewhere like that. And let's see, I have this Aran Crafts scarf. And when you find a sweater by them, definitely pick it up. I've sold a couple of sweaters. Anytime you see something that was made in Ireland that's wool, that's going to be a good value. I picked this up at Goodwill for a couple of dollars, and I've lost my page where it sold. It didn't sell as quickly as I thought it might. It sold for $29 in free shipping. And it actually has a spot on it that I did disclose in the listing. So it was a good weekend for shoes. Sold 6 pair altogether. And I'll take you through these. These are some women's Stuart Weitzman loafers. And I think I got them at a thrift store for $6. And I haven't had them listed that long. And they sold for $25 plus shipping. These are Indigo by Clark's, and I got them at a yard sale for $1 or $2. They sold for $15.70 plus shipping. For many years I have picked up Clark's. I have gotten more picky about them because the price has gone down on what I get. But pretty much any time I can get a nice pair of Clark's for, $3 or less, I'll go ahead and get them because they will sell, and I'll end up with a good $10 profit at least. Now these are some Vanelli sneakers, and my understanding is that it's a pretty good and expensive brand. It's just not that sought after. I got these in a reseller kind of mystery box situation a very long time ago, and I've sent out so many offers. They've been on both Poshmark and eBay. There's a little fleck of something on there. Got that off. And I've just had them for so long that when somebody sent me a $15 offer plus shipping, I said, that's just fine. I'll go ahead and take that. Now this is a win right here. These are Blundstone. I did quite a bit of research on them. They are from, I want to say Australia, but I think it actually says right here, Tasmania, Australia. Yeah. It's a unisex boot. It's brand new. The size I had to look up a conversion for. Look at that soft insole in there. They're actually leather. I thought they were rubber, but I looked it up and I looked at the inside there, and they're leather. And it's funny, the website, they definitely look like a utility boot or a work boot, but they've got pictures of them as a women's fashion boot. And anyway, and I think Madewell has them on their website. They retail for $160, and I don't believe these have been worn at all. I probably could have held out, but it's very, very hard to turn down a $100 offer. So $100 plus shipping on these. I had 15 likes on Poshmark as well. These went on eBay. I went ahead and I paid, I paid $15 at the thrift store, but then I had a 10% discount, so I paid $13.50 for those. And that was something I sold within 3 or 4 days of listing. These are a brand new pair of, I don't know, Moose and Cloud, M&C boots, and some of their more ornate boots go for a good bit. These are brand new. I got them at a yard sale for $5. And since the season is ending, I decided to go ahead and take an offer on these because I've sent a lot of offers and haven't had any takers. So I took an offer of $20 plus shipping on those. Now, the same day that I bought these, and I also got an almost brand new pair of very right now style Birkenstocks, I also ended up with these Tory Burch. And I believe they all came from the same person because they're right around the same size. And so they're a suede red pump, and they've got that logo there with the gold and the double T's. And these sold, I listed them at the same time that I listed those, so just within a few days. These actually sold on Poshmark, and they sold for, well, I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure it was in the 70s. I'll go take a look. They sold for an offer of $76, and the buyer paid shipping. So it was a very good shoe day that day that I was in Goodwill early in the morning. Here are the rest of my Poshmark sales. Those Tory Burch shoes that I showed earlier sold. And then also 2 tuxedo jackets that I have already packed up. One sold for like $40 and the other one was $20 something, just because I bought all these brand new old stock, new with the tags, Jase Bank tuxedo coats for $1 a piece at a thrift store like 2 years ago. And all of a sudden, I've just started selling them, but I'm taking any offer. So I got a $40 offer and a $20-something offer. But those are already packed up. This is a Matilda Jane sweater. It's a women's paint by numbers. It's got a peplum bottom. And I sold that for $18. And then this belt, actually paid up for. I got it at an online auction estate sale. And you see the original price was $234. And this is a very upscale store right here. So I went ahead and bought it. And I looked it up, and you know, they are high retail, but they don't resell a whole lot. So when I got an offer of $50, I was perfectly fine with that. This is a pair of Theory jeans, and I believe I have had these since I started Poshmark. So over pretty close to 3 years. And I took an offer of $8 on them. Theory just typically doesn't do great, but I think I might have waited long enough that these things came back in style. They're a pretty wide leg, so maybe I should have just relisted them, but I'm happy they're gone. Here's some of the clothing items that I'm sending out. I went ahead and pulled a bulk amount of them, and then I'll have to go and pull some more. Keep in mind with my clothes, I am in a clear out mode. I'm really trying to be more picky about what I'm sourcing. I want higher quality items. It's not to say that I'm never going to pick up something just because it's super cheap and I know that it'll sell for a little bit. Especially if it's something that sells frequently, you know, and pretty quickly. But don't want to sit on clothes, and I am in a take offer mode and have been for a while. This Harley Davidson shirt I sold for $12 plus shipping. I think I made a little bit of money on the shipping on this one. These are a pair of Kathmandu pants, and they've got this fun ruffle at the bottom. They're super funky, boho, hippie. What caught my eye, other than just the look of them, they're an import item from Nepal, and they say Nepal on here somewhere. And most things that I have found from Nepal, I've looked up and they have been pretty valuable. I got these at a thrift store just last week, I think, and they sold for $24 plus shipping. This is an item that I bought because it was $1. It is a larger size. It's not any kind of brand. It's just a department store brand. It's an extra large, and it was relatively in style. I got it in the fall. I thought it would be a great top for fall. And it didn't sell then, so I took an offer of $8 plus shipping. These are some Lane Bryant dark wash bootcut jeans. Really nice condition. I believe I've had them for quite a while. So I sold them for $14 plus shipping. This I've had for a very long time. It's Maggie Barnes, and it's from Catherine's. And this is actually a smaller size at Catherine's. So if it were a 3X or 4X, I'd probably get it again. But in this size, I'd probably pass. I sold it for $11 plus shipping. I bought a ton of swimsuits from a liquidation store, and I've been doing really well on them. A lot of them came from Target, but I also got brands like, I forget the name, but there is a pretty popular brand that I've sold a whole bunch of. I think this one originally came from Target. But anyway, the other one, I'll show you one day when I find it in a haul. But anyway, I got them all for 25 cents a piece. And they've been selling, and these swimsuits sell all year. This sold for $19 plus shipping. This is a White House Black Market size 00 blazer. And I got it at a local thrift store. It's been quite some time. I had an offer on Poshmark, and we were going back and forth, and the person just kept coming back at $12. And I kept going back at, a little bit higher number. And then, lo and behold, somebody bought it on eBay for $20 plus shipping. So I took that right off of Poshmark. This is awesome. It's a men's Fender guitar shirt. My husband found this at a thrift store, and it took a little bit of time. I didn't want to give this one away. I thought it was pretty awesome. It sold for $30 plus shipping. It got studs on it in the front. Let's see. Has this white stitching on the pocket. I just think it's awesome. And then, look at the buttons. So I'm excited to send that off to somebody. I bet they'll really enjoy it. And then this is a J. Jill sweater, which I would not pick up anymore, but this sold for $16. So when you sit on things long enough, sometimes you are surprised. It is an extra large, so it definitely has that going for it. And here are the last clothing items and the last items for the holiday weekend. So this Pretty Angel top. It's a boutique brand, and I seem to be finding it a lot lately. And it usually sells. It sold for $24 plus shipping. So that was full price. Believe it or not, I sold a LuLaRoe dress. Not sourcing LuLaRoe anymore. There's one exception. I got a really cool denim jacket with embroidery on it that was LuLaRoe. It wasn't like anything I'd ever seen LuLaRoe. And it sold for $35, and I bought that recently. But other than that, I'm not buying LuLaRoe. But this I got from a friend, thinking it was going to fit me, and it just didn't look great on me. So I listed it. This sold for $19 plus shipping. So that's really good. I probably would have taken a lower offer. This is a Viella shirt, and I don't know what enticed me to look it up. Made in Canada, maybe, and then it's a little bit wool. But the brand seemed to do pretty well, so I went ahead and got it. And when I listed this thing, I had an offer within an hour. I think the offer was for $17. I counted at $21 plus shipping, and they took that. Okay, this is a Bugatti Uomo. This is not a brand I recommend that you get. I just like the really bright colors on this, and I think it was really cheap. It's got this flip cuff, and it sold for $13 plus shipping. Now this is a very good brand, Peruvian Connection, and it's a great size, great quality, substantial piece. This I got at a local charity thrift store, and I think I paid about $3 for it, and it sold for $25 plus shipping. This is a Maurice's shirt, and I got it for $2 at a thrift store, and it's a plus size. And believe it or not, I just picked up this exact same shirt in a different size today. And it sold with a couple of flaws for $13 plus shipping. This I really struggled on whether to buy it or not. It was $2, but it's just so much detail. And I knew some Western girl would like it, and I thought maybe I'd sit on it for a long time, but I didn't. I sold it very quickly. Only sold it for $12 plus shipping, but again, I only paid $2. Okay, this is a Roberto Cavalli sweater. This is a very high-end brand. I got it for 50 cents at a thrift store while I was on vacation, because who doesn't thrift on vacation, right? Now, it has some condition issues. It's got wash wear. This tag down here is unstitched on one side. So it's not in the greatest condition. But it sold for $25 plus shipping. I don't remember buying this. It's a little girl's t-shirt from Gap. I almost never pick up Gap. I have a feeling I got it on 50-cent day at the charity shop that I like to go to. But it's been in my closet and on Poshmark and my store on eBay for a really long time. And I sold this really cheap. $8.75 including shipping. But it'll ship probably at 4 ounces. This is a Lolay. Now the tag is cut out. But I know that tag, and then I think there's another, yeah, it's down here. Lolay. It's an athletic brand. There you go. And it's a pretty good brand, and I've sold several pieces by them, but this one I sold for $13 plus shipping. I don't remember when I picked that up. I think it might have come in Thrifting Wanderlust or Mystery Box. This is a velour shirt, and it's a plus size. It's not a brand that I'm familiar with, but I just thought velour was pretty on trend this season. It's pretty. It's a good size. It's got lace at the bottom, but the season is about to end, and I sold this for $12 plus shipping. I honestly don't remember what I paid for it, but it would not have been much. Probably $2 if it's at the store that I'm thinking I got it at. Now, Talbot's sells okay, but the Talbot's plus size, everything that I have gotten from Talbot's in a plus size has sold quickly, and this was not an exception. I listed this last week, and it sold for $20 plus shipping, and it's extremely light. This is a bikini by the brand Hobie, and I got it for 50 cents. I bought a whole bunch of swimsuits for 50 cents at a thrift store at the end of the summer last year, and this sold for $10 plus shipping. And that'll be another 4-ounce item. This is a Torrid tank top in a size 2, 2X. And I just love Torrid. I cannot pass Torrid up. Clearly, if this had been like $5, I would have passed it up. But I sold it for $10 plus shipping. These really cool, new with tags boutique jeans I got at a consignment store 2 weeks ago, I think. And they're skinny, and they have sequins, and they're brand new, and I sold those for $21 plus shipping. This is a Diane Gilman. I don't recommend buying this brand. Had this for quite a while, and I sold it for $16 plus shipping. So that's pretty good, actually. I got this at a yard sale, I think 2 years ago. This is a bay leaf long sleeve swimsuit. See, I'm selling a lot of swimsuits. This sold for $20 plus shipping. And then this Tommy Hilfiger plus size dress, new with tags. I got this at a yard sale a year and a half ago, and I actually bought, I think, 4 of them at that time. And the other 3 went very quickly, maybe because this is a light wash. I still had it, but I sold that for $24 plus shipping. And there you have it. We have a big old TJ Maxx bag full, an IKEA bag full, a very large shopping bag full, and a few more packages. So thankful for package pickup.